Good time zone. It's me, DjDoubleT, here and existing for day 4 of Romance Week. A week of me playing a bunch of dating sims that are in my itinerary. Whether or not it's a game, well, I should know. It's mostly all the games I haven't played yet. They've just been sitting there. And, I'm very single. And that important day for the couples is coming up. And so might as well date some virtual beings and hope for some random bits of happiness. Well, not really random bits of happiness, but just, yeah. But today, the game that I'll be playing is Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. I have not actually played Dead by Daylight at all, but I know that this is a thing. Honestly, I've already played the Colonel Sanders dating sim game. I don't think I should be any surprised or shooketh, but we'll see. Let's start a new game and dive in. New file. Welcome to Drew Dream Vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Well, I'll always be DJ. You call me DjDoubleT or DJ. Some people call me, oh wow. Okay, not enough letters. Wait. Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, wait, what? Uh-oh. Huh? Okay, well, can't have my tea. No. Wait. Back? It's not like my keyboard's dead. Hello? Okay, I guess I'll be DJ Double. Not me for once. You wake up on the beach soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat. As if you nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, no, not now, Ocean. Sorry, DJ. May I continue? Please go on. Okay, then as I was, as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ah! A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. The questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. Oh no, it's the voices! The voices! Ah! What will you do? Dig up that face. Close your eyes. Run. Dig up the face. Cool. You brushed the sand away from the half-buried human head and bedded it in the ground before you. Ooh, a coin! There is no body, just his head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on top on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Ah, getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that to your take a charge type. Sure. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Why, it's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? No thanks. Look, I'm going to level you with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth? Could you just give it back? No? Fine. You hand the coin over to the me, I guess. It makes sense, trust me. In exchange, you'll receive the answer to one of the following questions. Where am I? How did I get here? Can I have my gold coin back? Can I have my gold coin back? No, no, you can't. But you can have this. Oh, a hand with a coin. I've heard that this is an incredibly useful perk called the Up the Ante that will give you a little bit of extra luck when you need it most. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Volleyball! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen, and a voice calls out from behind you. A little help, please. You turn around and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh. Buff. Oh. Scratchy scratch. Alright, shady person. More buff and spiky though? Oh, those are hooks. Okay. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race, curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them, killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing. Have a ball. You bend down and grab the ball as warmful, sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand, and you look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Should I hurt much? They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually batter volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give them too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, DJ. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with that, and the trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Oh, hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than just distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why the slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, DjDoubleT, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But we won't answer quickly and answer well. It's a time quiz and it'll be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk, or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would they be? Visibility, flight, super strength, invisibility. Why not? Let's go to sneaky sneak. Invisibility? Same, although sometimes I think I already am. I don't know how I feel about that moment when he went to Squidward pose. What was your best subject in school? It probably was math. Not to be a stereotype, but it was math, probably. Well, if there was only art, probably math. Ah, it's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? Mustelid? Cat? Dog? I'll go with doggo. Doggo. Dog? You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old corpse. But I have to answer. I'm gonna answer honestly. Another day, 3-day-old corpse for sure. Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. It makes people want to be lazy. Dang it. Well, I am lazy. What's your dream job? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, not working at all. No work. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? Oh, it takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla, chocolate, horseflesh. I like Neapolitan, so I guess horseflesh is the choice. Horseflesh? Horseflesh. I mean, ocean sounds. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. Mine is, vanilla swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal, kill or be killed. Here's the rule on this island. Even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla, chocolate, horseflesh, mint chip. You know what? I like mint chip. Best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're going to do just fine. Anywho, not that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I'm not like all the other killers. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not with my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait. I remember Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happens. Oh hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these pumpers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. Ugh, that's not nice. He's not nice. You'll love it. Only sometimes. Ew. Really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Well, for once, I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the most massive... It's a massive... I can't read right now. It's the massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hang out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey! What about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? I kind of want a lounge, but I also want that volleyball game. Okay, I really like Spirit and like Huntress right now, but you know what? Let's be lazy. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. I know I just got here because like I just randomly got knocked around here, but you know, here I am. To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean and relax on your own terms. Who want anything else? Try comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day. It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why are they the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yes, yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Claudette? Actually, hold on. But just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They should sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of our choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with our options whenever possible and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off this isle. Dwight? Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, yes, that's true, he was, but he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island the other way. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodation than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out, very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though, trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. In my humble, opinion, this is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter mostly when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I still want a lounge. Finally freedom. The preposterous demise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everybody already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap. And when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island, but it turns out I'm not the first to toss that kind of threats around on this island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. Is, what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you do the drink of your dreams. Hilarious, right? Right, Dwight? Yeah, right. So, what'll you be having? A vodka soda, sangria, scotch rocks, virgin daiquiri. Personally, I don't drink, so a virgin daiquiri will it be? Yeah. I prefer juice in the first place. Not because, I don't know. I want something sweet rather than having bitter and being more expensive. And if this is free though, then, but yeah. I don't come here to party. I didn't come here to party. I'm just trying to make the best of a very strange situation. I don't know. How about a daiquiri? Oh, I know how to make that. But skip the liquor. I'll have mine virgin. Oh, Trapper snickers at your choice of words. Sure you will, kid. Oh, don't mind him. We don't need to soak ourselves in booze. Just to please someone else's expectations. If you ask me, there's enough spirits here already. Me. Besides, alcohol just numbs you to the painful realities of the world. I choose to face them head on. You'd never do something like that. I don't know. Hide from it all behind the world's largest hat or anything. Please allow me to ignore any fashion advice from the man wearing a doll's face as a mask. Not a doll's face, jerk.
Since we finally fulfilled your request,
It's time for you to return the flavor. I should have known there was a catch.
icebreaker time. I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar.
You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks, but it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat.
If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd.
Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much.
Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet.
Oh, they are severed. I didn't see that, actually.
The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction, or none. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind.
A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine. Based on that response, they were more enthusiastic about drinking.
Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. DJ, what's your desert island book? The one you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, it has to be a classic horror, for reasons that should be obvious.
She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also that those books are all in the public domain.
Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these days, past 100 years. So what's your favorite?
Dracula, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Books, no thanks. The only book I've actually read is Frankenstein. But because although in the past year, and so I've been making more of an effort to read, I'm gonna say books, no thanks. Look, I know what you're gonna say, but books, no thanks.
I knew it.
It's not that I can't read, it's just I can't read. I just don't like it. There, I said it. I don't like reading. Sorry. That doesn't make me dumb. I just prefer other entertainment. Doesn't make you dumb. Shit, that makes you smart. Reading's for nerds and the French. I killed a guy with a book once. Oh, that was awesome. What the hell was the name of that book? I think it was some famous book about a love of cooking. How could I forget? Brought me a lot of joy. Shoved it right down his throat. Oh, I just got why it's so funny. Not that I was trying to be. I have no use for ironic and poetic deaths. Death is serious business. Anyway, what were we talking about? Books. Shut up, nerd. Oh.
Oh, enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own.
Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye.
Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy.
Oh, I haven't seen you yet. Oh, great idea. No, look all the voice. Great idea. Oh, Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce yourself as a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who's this new fan in the waiting? Bearded hack. I don't know what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game. Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea while also teasing the secret Trickster ending. I got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. The rules are simple.
First, you spin, then you swap, spit, that is... What? But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good adult time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of view of the guy, real romantic like. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll all be waiting here in complete silence trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. DJ. DJ, you're up.
You grip the bottle in your hands, and you put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle guards. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction, and on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Whenever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Ready. Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're going to smooch. Oh. Oh, you got Trapper. You two are meant to be. Wait, you got Trapper. You two are meant to be. Psych! You have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get to 3 times is the true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle on this here island. Now get your spin out. Boop. Okay. You got Spirit. Boop. You got Spirit. Boop. You got Wraith. Boop. You got Trapper. Boop. Alright, I guess it's Trapper. There's more to this game than just me. Okay. Well, Trapper is your true match. Ooh. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel, a Trapper, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening on his skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Trapper takes you by the hand, and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. I feel like I'm getting my neck snapped. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so quickly that he'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Trapper, we... Save it. It's not happening. Don't cry. I know, to get this close to living God and then feel the sting of his rejection must hurt bad. But don't take it personally. Well, do. But use it to make yourself stronger. It's not because I don't want to, it's because you haven't earned it yet. You might later. For now, it can't be that easy. Sure, maybe with one of the others, they're weak, sad, lonely, not me. I don't need this. It's mine to give or to withhold. You really dodged a bullet. This means you'll have a chance to present yourself in a bit more flattering of a light later, assuming you survive. I'm not ashamed to tell you that I think you're cute. I would make out with you so hard your heart would cave in. If I wanted to, and I do, but I still won't. Tell anyone I told you this and you die. They die, and then I have you all revived and I kill you again. If anyone asks, I was the best you ever had, which I might be. Another time. I hate to break up such a passionate moment. That we only assume was passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on the island. But dinner is being served right away and we must you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. When there are so many more interesting things to die from. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? Oh, great. Food. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the coconut area? Cookout? You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fancy epic you'd find on a cable. Dwight and Claudette, I'll show you your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you looking good, DJ Double, real good. And we literally can't let hunters and trappers sit together. No, seriously, the arms are too big, they can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think that it was an error, but it's not, it was completely intentional. Let there be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice, got that? Okay. Alright, okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Hunters and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms.
Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours of respite. We hope you all enjoy. Really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating?
It's meat.
Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
Colonel Sanders, that you, but disguised as Claudette? My favorite.
Meat is good.
Meat is murder.
Would you know, considering...
Oof.
Would you know, considering what you've been up to? Who are you to get judgy now?
I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, enough yapping, let's eat.
Oh, hey DJ, what you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took me 12 hours. And we do literally everything on the ice island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal.
Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my clever, fast, powerful, and cleaver. Sorry, not clever. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obvious my gorgeous katana is the only option. Offs.
The hell it is.
Oh, I'll show you both my katana. And send you to actual hell if you'd like.
Please stop. Please, I hate when we fight or talk or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azaroth.
Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death.
Hey, DJ, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve it up. Felix, I mean dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole, they once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. It doesn't matter which one it does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning the weapon, all while explaining the value of imitating your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they are always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner?
Ah, splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hate it when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened.
Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer, which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible. Sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success... I was supposed to read in the narrator voice. Whoops. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? Ready? Ready? Away we go. Slice. Oh. Perfect. Oh, it's faster. Perfect. Whoops. You missed completely. Oops, you missed completely. Oh, I kept on missing.
Oh, that was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it, machetes are dumb.
Dinner's finally set. I'm getting my axes mixed up. I'm so sorry. Oh, and I also realized I moved this by accident. My bad. My apologies. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright.
Dinner's finally served.
Oh, for real. The sound especially coming from the mask killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Meanwhile, Spirit Meanwhile doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell, I mean.
Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99%, as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry?
The two best things about being dead is not having to eat.
That's only one thing.
Think about it, DJ. Number two is no. Number one, two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore.
Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? This is gross. I'm sorry. Look over there. Look at the seagull. Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, DJ. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise.
Didn't you wash up on the island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. I have no idea the last time you had a meal. You have no idea. Sorry, you have no idea the last time you ate a meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. Uh-oh, you just made a lot of good points. I swear, you're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. What are the answer? You're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, guide, narrator to the narrator at the ocean. I'm not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise, or lead to something even worse. The starting scene's over, and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? But this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague and mysterious, I gotta give it up to this ocean character. They had some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One piece of advice, you've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. The choices might be yours to make, but they're mine to reward. You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant. The only thing worse, pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness at night and ponder a question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? You always been alone? You found something special? Maybe Spirit's words, maybe it's the ocean, maybe it's has always been this way, but you only feel connected to Spirit's words. I may not remember much about my life before, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone, and I always will be alone. Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean and looking directly at you now. It's a fun idea, isn't it, being alone? Together? It's the best we can hope for. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible. Pretend we know anything. Is that just arrogance? I was so dumb, so busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I've got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny. The purpose that was sitting was inside me was the whole time, my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a little bit silly, but your Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon lives inside me, I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I could ignore it, I try to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid, that sounds badass. Right? I didn't let it out, and then I, chop chop. And now that dragon's pretty much a one-track revenge beast. Enough about me, what's inside of you, stranger? Nothing but darkness. No dragon, but a lot of fire. Nothing but darkness. I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome, honestly. Though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. Perhaps I could light a torch and search through that darkness. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island, only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary, and that we attend to each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute third points was not a part of this evening's activities. Let's strictly slot it in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry. You have to stick to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now, I swear. I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably for you. You embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out.
Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once?
Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick on one more time to me, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody name any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta start on story time, so DjDoubleT, who do you think should go? God damn it, that's a name.
Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. What if I just took my time? Just a real quick question, you know? Alright, we're gonna take a pause and see what happens, you know? You have to pick quickly. What if I don't pick quickly?
Ba 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 da 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 do. Ba ba. Mm, mm, mm.
Oh, this said quick pick quickly though. So what's happening? Okay, I do want to hear Spirit's story though. I choose you, Spirit! Whoa, whoa, whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit, and you know how Nintendo Nin is very, very much with their IPs. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya?
Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. Just crave ghost stories.
I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing even to me, and I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories.
If everyone else is gonna chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and...
The Huntress's eyes go red behind a mask, and both Trap and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm gonna tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss.
You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both share a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hada, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away, but how could anyone else resist wanting to know more?
But there in the middle of a busy market appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered, built on site, in such a busy area? How could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But there was no illusion. Each box was very real and someone was trapped inside. The spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her elements. Help me, cried someone else inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was as if every detective in the city was there looking at the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. Didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows or fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up, and here I was. I was so scared. Please help me, I cried, the man as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hada comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hada was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Honda. You're not alone, I'm here. I'll have half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hada watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange and sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise, asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hada, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit. Norris pulled the box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. And pressing his palms against the cold outside of the box without truly knowing why, Detective Hada leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel it in this brief contact, the beating of her heart pulsing, blood through every inch of her body matched with beat for beat, and in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back, yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hada and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered as if an unseen lever had pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hada gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side, and that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There in the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hada had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And inside that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears falls from her chin and soaks into the stand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but her spirit.
It was you who chose her, but who initiated this heroine's tale? So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail now, no one's sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This was supposed to be a light-hearted romp. Please do. I said do something. Say nothing, hug her. Cool story, stand up and try to start one of the slow claps. Hug. Wow, a hug. You stunned and without saying anything approached a spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe hovering in the air begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctively, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward moment and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You meanwhile realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for the little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves you and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice, a true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely, mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day. I just want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on the island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of this cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself. You think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell that it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit. You learn something new every day, even when you're a narrator. You're doing it again, right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit, you've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her and offer like that. Just don't forget our talk. Huh. Alright. I think I'm a little short on time for the moment for today, but I think this is a good stopping point for now, and I'll continue this at another point in time. And you'll see me tomorrow for another of this game or a different dating sim at some point. Well, you'll also see me later tonight for whatever game I play with my friends. Other than that, thank you for those who came by today. I appreciate it. And if you see this on YouTube, thanks for watching. And if you want to see me live while I play any dating sim or any kind of other game, feel free to come by. And I'll always be welcome to chat with you no matter what. But other than that, DjDoubleT out and about, and deuces. Have a good time.